Hello, everybody. This is episode 15, I believe, of White Plume Mountain. On and off again, on again, off again, on and off again. Yes.
Again.
Dungeon Dragon stream on fantasy using
Oh,
fantasy
you
ground.
sound great, by the way. I can hear you just fine.
All right, thank you. That means we're streaming fine, I guess.
Yep.
And I will. We're right in the scheme of thing. I guess the last thing we did was have the group come into this encounter. You're inside a volcano lake, a boiling lake, in a air bubble and an air tunnel, and Karis has wandered into the middle of it and saw a treasure chest and a giant, huge, actually, crab that seems to be guarding it. And I said last time that we should roll for initiative first time here, so go for it.
All right, initiative.
Rested.
Go. Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Too late now.
Is that Dex for me, Corpsa?
It's always too late.
Yes, it's dexterity.
Oh, Mia, no.
Oh, what did Mia get? 6. So we start with Varant.
Oh, right. Varant still does not know exactly what is happening because he is far behind, but he sees that Karis has stopped. And he would have gone one here. And as soon as he would have seen what is up there, he would have yelled, giant crab! There is a giant crab! Giant crab right there in front of Karis! Giant crab! And having nothing happened yet so far, I am going to, that's what I'm going to end my turn. Maybe we can be diplomatic with the giant foaming at the mouth crab.
All
To
right.
see
Oh.
how you feel about seafood.
After the seafood lover turn is over, it is now Karis's turn.
Does he even look intelligent?
How do you know a crab looks intelligent? Give me a quantifier for that.
Yeah,
Does he? He's got a monocle on.
he's got a
That's the
monocle,
one.
really.
No.
You gotta look
Okay,
into
really,
the eyes.
I'm
and there's like a
zooming in
dead
to see.
inside.
For a very tiny top hat.
He's got a
Aw.
little top. Got a cane. No, I don't know.
I only
I
have
don't
eyes
have
for
any
its
nice
legs.
They go on for days.
There's
They
some
go great with
lemon
butter.
sauce
Powers left.
and butter in the corner.
Is that what do crabs and chickens have in common? Oh,
In walks in with this crab with legs for days.
It's like a bad detective noir story
A
beginning.
very bad noir story.
or a bad sci-fi story in which we combine crabs with centipedes and
Crabdipede?
the crabby centipede. Some.
I don't know what
It's not as disgusting sounding as other alternatives.
Stop being right about that.
All right, I'm gonna do a. My thing's not opening.
that's a personal problem. What?
Oh, burn.
From now on, we're not doing D&D. We're doing therapy.
I thought that's
Does
what D&D
anyone
was.
else feel like they're looking at a big dessert spoon, like on the map?
Yeah, big dessert spoon. We're
That's
eating
always
present.
crab
about-
caviar.
I was going to say the presence of crab in it does
It is
add up.
boiling water.
Yeah.
Let's
soup.
get some Old Bay, and we're gonna have a great time.
Do not make me leave to go to Red Lobster.
I
First
want
off,
cheddar
I'm
cheese
broke.
biscuits right now.
Do they have one of those delivery services?
I don't think so, but I hope so.
I should check. I keep getting emails saying they really want me to order and they'll give me stuff for free. So
Ooh.
I just haven't been hungry for like 2 years. So
It's nice. The takeaway places around my place are like, oh, it's you again.
Why, thank you.
Like,
We've
oh,
been
okay.
expecting you.
No
I've
free
had-
stuff. No, hey, where are you? We missed you. Just, oh, you again.
yeah, I've had to move several times for that issue.
Karis, what are you gonna do?
All right.
Isn't it?
Blessed are the sneezers, for they are without phlegm.
That is true.
Is there a way to check?
Hmm.
Like, I'm guessing it's because of its size itself. It's going to be super strong. Or dexterous. Is there a way to determine either of those abilities it might have?
Is
You
it
have
juggling?
ability to check? Well, I don't think you have an ability that would just give that off. Maybe a nature about crabs, but usually they would be normal crabs.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot either way. So I'm gonna do my divine. What's it called? The channel divinity. Nature's wrath.
Okay.
But I
Alright.
gotta move. So let me move up here.
So what does
Gotta be
nature's
within 10
wrath
feet.
do?
I invoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. So as my action, I'm gonna cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for the crab. Has to succeed on a strength or dextro saving throw of your choice.
All right. Which one are you gonna throw?
Oh, yeah.
So
Your
let
choice or
me
my
your choice. Let me do I just oh
you
yeah,
address.
I have either button here so you can
So
say
I
it
have to
for
tell
you
you
can
which
tell
one
me,
he
I
would
guess.
go for. Strength. He'd do strength.
It'd be strength, all right. Come on, spectral vines. Nothing happened. Or is it on your
Oh,
end
you
now?
got to do it on the
I did.
dice. You did the dice.
I did the save and pulled it over to the crab.
I guess we're not being very diplomatic.
No.
At least I'm not the one who made the decision this time.
Which one is
So,
what's the power
you have-
again?
Something targeted, like highlighted?
Ensnaring. Oh, there you go.
Did
Hey, I
anything
got it.
happen there? Okay, I tried it
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Ooh, it went to a 1 and then became
Oh,
a
the
19.
one was there.
Oh.
That was so close.
All right.
He rips it right off of himself right away.
All right. So
Claws are snapping.
let's see. He didn't really, yeah, let's see what he's gonna do to me now. Hold on, I moved how much? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just move back to here for now.
Oh, it's his turn. Mr. Crab. He's not happy.
Okay.
Only gets one attack. Goes flinging his claws around. And he
No.
well, actually he stays 10 feet away. There he goes. He's gonna stay right there and attack with his range of 10 claw. And does not hit. Rolling a 4.
All right.
You dodge out of his way nimbly. It is Briga's.
South.
Okay. First things first, gonna use bonus action there to do my guiding whispers skill. Yeah, one of my stories from one of my ancestors. See if one of them has like any, good wisdom for big crab. 7. Have I?
I don't think you've had a 7.
Tale of the Beguiler. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage equal to 2 rolls of your bardic inspiration die, and the target is incapacitated until the end of its next turn. Hello. I'm going to use my action to...
Can a creature with 1 intellect have psychic damage?
I mean...
It doesn't even actually have to have a brain in 5e. Their psychic damage is a little misnamed.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, because
A weird
otherwise
one.
bards would really be in trouble.
Yeah, bards would be useless.
Yeah.
But...
Roll your dice.
I need to, make sure I can... I've got the line of sight. Hang on.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, it's within. It's within. All right, so...
Do you have a dice to roll? What is it again? Save or something?
It's a wisdom saving throw. And
You
because it's,
probably don't
not,
have it.
as a spell or something,
Right.
it would have to be a,
Okay, I'll just roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
And you tell me, what do I need to hit? You know the number?
It doesn't actually say in the table, so I'm guessing it's just my base, stat. Like, for...
Your plus of your wisdom plus and your plus of your
Like my spell casting stuff, which I'm trying to find on my thingy. It's weird that it doesn't give me a number.
It's a +3 and a +0 for... Wait a minute, what's your spell use? Charisma?
My spell uses charisma.
5 and 3 is 8, so you have a +8. Do 8, so 16.
Yeah, all right, that'll be the number to beat. That's the DC.
All right.
Hey! All right. So 2 rolls of my bardic inspiration die. That's 2d8.
Yeah, roll that just in the chat window.
I thought I did, and it missed the window.
Okay.
Now, there we go.
8 points of damage.
Yep, and incapacitated until the end of its next turn, which I think is the bigger benefit there. To be honest.
That's nice. Yep.
And Briga's good out here. Briga's gonna just Briga's gonna stay put. Briga's good. So Kirk.
Oh, give me a chance to put incapacitated on.
Yeah. I'd almost want to put these all in as spells that I can just
If we had more time playing the... Yes.
Yeah.
If we did a campaign, yes.
Yeah, that would do that. Make it easier. Anyway.
Maybe you can do that as a what is the word I'm looking for? A homework. to
Yeah.
Custom something in.
You should
So
find a better
who's up?
word for it, though.
Kook is up.
So I don't remember if we really examined this chamber that Kook is in. But since Kook is usually behind, I think he probably wasn't involved. So yeah, I'd like to check out this room because it seems a little weird.
Sure, do a perception check.
Oh.
Well, there's not much to notice anyway.
Good.
This little area between the two doors is very Spartan. There's nothing in there really, and you notice the doors seem to be seal airtight when they are closed, and they seem to slam shut from the way you're coming. So, and then they're sealed like not like from the water area. Like if the water hit the door, it would slam it shut and be watertight against on that side more than on the side you're coming from.
So it opens towards Haley.
Correct. It's been very easy when you were pushing them to just kind of swing out that way. But they have like a little lip on that side where when they would close back, it would be sealed airtight from that side. Every door as you gone back has been like that. So you got like 3 airlocks you've gone through pretty much.
That's a word. Okay. Cook will open the door and I mean, I guess everyone's kind of within his sight.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, how far your sight goes, but yeah.
I mean, it depends how well this place is lit.
It's dimly lit
I
from
guess.
lava flows that are boiling the water below, and then I believe Varant has some light on them.
Okay. Well, if I'm at least seeing silhouettes, that's all I really need.
Yes.
Yeah, just kind of send out that telepathic warning, like, this might not be the safest of places to be.
You would have also heard giant crab. There's a giant crab up ahead, right in front of Varen, or in front of Karis. There's a giant crab.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of that I would have heard because I started out behind a closed door here.
Oh, good
Which,
call. Good call.
yeah. Oh, actually, never mind. I assumed it was closed. It's open, and
Yeah.
It was
I
open.
can close it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around. Okay, that I did hear
I
it.
guess
Cool.
Haley's like a door.
Well, my own head can be like a door, so. But yeah, when you do that, Kook just kind of adds on, and the whole thing might be a trap. You might want to get out.
A trap or a terrarium.
Why not both? Like you said, I think the zoo displays here are made for the animals, not for us. Yeah, he just says that and kind of backs away. Room bad. And that's that.
Room
As I hear Kook's message, I begin to like flail my arms in the air and say, "It's a trap! It's a trap!" and say we should leave.
Do a
And I'm
dexterity save.
of
Do you
course
run in circles and do the rabbit panic thing? That'd be awesome.
exactly.
Yes.
Okay, you don't touch the wall as you do that.
Okay, so I
you
just
swing
like
your legs up.
freak
Yeah.
out and just like start running this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so I'm gonna go my full movement plus some. I'll just do a dash action, and I'm just gonna be like, "Come on, guys, it's a trap!" and try to seem calm, but internally freaking out.
Yes.
All right, Mia Corpsa would have just walked right up to where I'm at. And then looked down and then looked up. Still not necessarily knowing what he would have done because no one has actually hit anything yet. Right? You just threw a thing at it?
A bunch of vines had built over it and it
I've
busted out of those
done.
vines.
Yeah,
I did 8
she did
psychic
damage.
damage.
Right, but
mushy.
it's
She
not
did.
nothing that Mia Corpsa would have been able to see because
Yeah.
he's instructed to attack things we're attacking. He probably didn't see. He wouldn't
Yeah.
have understood that any of that. I don't think.
Psychic
There was no visual
damage.
cues off of that.
Right.
so-
Yeah. So
Just to him, he looked over at you and was like, "Wow, she's probably farting."
is that what my music sounds like to me? A corpse.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that almost all bards have some sort of strained face on, like they have a while they're performing. You know, as musicians
called-
tend to do.
It's called concentration, Rudy. Oh my god.
Yes. So farting face, as one's to call it.
I mean, that's just Mia's favorite genre. It's not really what you
Yes.
have to do, but
But
If
Mia,
if you do
Mia
some
likes
country
farting, yeah.
versions,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
It's his
Right.
own personal instrument.
he's just really into woodwinds.
Oh, Bo.
And I guess you can pass it to yourself. There you
All right, Varent, we're going to take down the crab. I say as I take a step inwards here, and aim at the giant crab,
go. Okay.
and I'm gonna cast a ray of sickness.
Okay.
Variant hears, it's a trap, it's a trap. It goes, oh well. Pew. Pew, pew, pew,
Well,
pew, pew, pew.
I
Now
would
we-
believe it if anyone else said it.
Spring the trap.
Your ray hits it.
All right, now it needs to get a con saving. I can drop that on there.
And it's got a good con, so
All right, it succeeded. So it just takes the damage and it's not poisoned.
$11 points of damage.
All right, 11 points of damage. And on that note, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait, there we go. That's as far back as I'm going. And come on. Turn complete. And there we go.
Karis, as you were focusing on this crab, suddenly you feel your sword kind of vibrate a bit in your hand. It's like, my sister is here in that chest. We can't leave without her. Wave is here.
Well, let's make work of this crab and get you a nice big meal with that.
Yeah, it starts hovering. I don't know about its soul, but it got a lot of hit points, I bet.
I would imagine.
I wonder if it's shiny.
Hey.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
Hello,
afraid of
Brett.
afraid of singing more for
You need-
DMCA.
All right,
DC.
so I get advantage. I'm gonna put advantage on. Black Razor affords me that. And let's see what we could do to this big tank.
Almost got a crit.
All right, let's see what normal damage will do.
Like, we're gonna need to do a lot more than that, boy.
Yeah, it's fun
Boy.
to see. We'll be all right. Advantage.
I was really hoping that was the crab.
Claws pulling at like the tops of overalls.
Right. I was being a nice host, but now I'm going to learn you what it's like.
You're gonna have to marry my daughter, and not my beautiful one.
Like, where's my friend Bob?
Because I already married that one. No.
He's a sponge.
We southern crabs here.
Appellation.
Oh my, Appalachian crabs.
See that there? It used to be a coral reef. Several million, 100 million. Who's counting? A couple years ago.
I gotta roll an extra 8.
27.
I
Okay.
used second level. Nice.
Damn!
Nice.
Another 8.
Juicy.
That's my last smite though, so
The smoky dice really do almost encourage me to buy dice. I'm still not giving in.
Yeah, I have yet to cave.
I'm still happy
One
with the
of
colored
us.
ones, really.
One
I
of
just
us.
No.
see the problem is I'm too easy to entertain. I don't need your bells and whistles, everybody.
Just sit here and roll my
I-
D100s of peace.
Uh-oh.
Right?
My own whistles and bells. Oh
He
no.
can
It's
attack anyway. He's
incapacitated.
incapacitated. I gotta wait till what? Briga's turn, yeah.
Oh, to the end of its turn. So yes.
Oh,
the
it's now
beginning
it's
of mine.
yeah, now it's not incapacitated.
So yes, it is no longer incapacitated. But yeah. I've
Hey,
been
that's
trying to figure
a
out.
new thing. It actually tells you can't attack.
Hell yeah.
That is different.
Nice.
Oh, is that what it does
hmm.
when you press the button on things now?
Yeah,
Cool.
kind of tells you the rules.
Also wanted to ask, while I'm staring at the screen, are everyone else's proportions a little different on Fantasy Grounds? Like the thumbnails for the characters and everything? It
Yes.
seems like a different ratio to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're bigger.
there was an
Yeah.
update for the UI, and I'm getting tons of errors, and I have to keep on closing my little compiler notes that would pop up on the screen because it's there's still a lot of stuff. Every time they update, there's a lot of things that become not as compatible as they used to be.
I
I
had that
don't
last
remember
time.
what
This
it
time I
is.
have
Yeah.
nothing.
This time I had problems getting in the first place, but yeah. Last time I can't even remember what it was, but there was some skill or whatever. Whenever I pressed the button, it started giving me the chain of
Yeah.
error messages
Yeah,
and
There's
yeah,
been
I've
a
been
lot
getting
of
that all
updates
day.
though. Yeah.
yeah,
So Briga.
the fallout
I
from January.
I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure I can just do my. Yeah, I can just do my Tales from Beyond again.
Can you? How often can you do it?
As
It's
long as you have
it uses every time I do it, it uses a bardic inspiration use. So, like, it's the amount of times that I can use my bardic inspiration is the amount of
It's a
times I can
tale.
do
The
it.
Tales from Beyond. Is that where you're
Yeah. Um.
installed?
So I can only retain one tale in mind at a time. Rolling the spirit tales table immediately ends the effect of the previous tale. So as long as I don't have like a current ongoing, or even if I do have a current ongoing tale, I can like reach out for another one, but it like replaces the old effect. And it every time I do it, it uses my bardic inspiration skill. So I have a limited amount per day. But and like it's instead of giving people a bardic inspiration die.
Okay.
I was just reading through and double checking, like, is it limited per? Yeah, there's no like limit to daily use beyond the like use of my bardic inspiration.
Does take up your action. Okay.
the
So
fun
yeah,
part of bards.
it's a bonus action to
After
call
you
up the
started.
tale.
Yeah. After you started.
Yeah. And then once I have the tail, it's an action to bestow it. So I am
Oh,
like
that's
losing out a
okay.
fair bit of. I can't do anything else when I'm doing this. But I'm gonna roll again.
Yes, we're gonna enjoy watching you fart face.
You can use an action to choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you to be the target of your tail's effect. Once you do so, you can't bestow the tail's effect again until you roll it again. So
Yeah.
you can't
So
do the same one twice. Okay.
yeah. So every time, like, if I bestow an effect, if I want to do this thing again, I have to re-roll for a new effect. I can't just keep the same
Sure.
tail and keep spamming it over and over. So I just re-rolled and it's a 6. And this is the Tail of the Traveler. So target gains temporary hit points equal to a roll of your Bardic Inspiration die plus your Bard level. While it has these temporary hit points, the target's walking speed increases by 10 feet and gains a +1 bonus to its AC.
What are you gonna do then?
So I mean, you don't need the temp hit points, but the +1 to AC and the increase in walking speed could be useful for Karis. Is my thinking. I mean,
I think that sounds good to me.
yeah, yeah,
Say no to it.
yeah. So I'll use my action to bestow that on Karis. So you get.
Sure.
Oh, actually, will my temporary hit points replace the ones he currently has?
Yes. If it's more.
Ooh. If it's more. Oh, it won't be more. It's 1d8.
Yeah, whenever there's a new total, you just keep whichever one was highest, the older or the newer.
Oh,
So-
okay. Okay. That's the way that works. Right. Yeah,
So
well,
his armor class gets a bonus of 1.
yep. AC +1 and walking speed increases by 10 feet. And that's while the effect is going on.
I'm not
Should
going to
be,
worry
like-
about the movement. We'll just put that in. That doesn't matter as much. But I
we
put the
can
AC 1
manually.
on there.
Yeah.
I got the AC 1 on you, Karis, so that'll work.
And then the other thing that Briga is going to do, which is movement, is she's actually going to put herself like here in the doorway and kind of turn herself into like a, I guess, barricade so the door doesn't shut. She's weak as shit. It's probably not going to work, but it's like if it starts
Polymorph.
to shut, it'll shut on her.
Polymorph door.
Yes. T poses and waits. Kook.
Kook. You can't see outside now because Briga's blocking them. As they say, you make a better door than a window. What? I don't know.
And they
This is
also
where
say
Kook's
from the window to the wall.
Kook with telepathy is like, you're not transparent, Briga. It's like,
I mean,
get out of the way of the TV, Briga.
it would depend on how if Kook is the kind of person who slows down to look at car crashes or just keeps driving. I have a feeling Kook keeps driving.
Kook seems to me like the person who would be stuck in the traffic during an accident and going like, ah, why does this always happen to me?
Well,
I got my
before the
first
accident
spam
even
in the
happened.
I got my first spam thing in my chat window of Twitch.
Oh,
I'm someone.
Yeah.
It's like free
yay!
spam.
Hang on. Which one
Peter,
of us
you
is going to
supposed
ban it?
to-
Rudy, which one? Which one?
Come on. Ban.
My screen
And
is
where's-
frozen.
Oh, then it's going to be free.
Did you go to commercial or what?
Did you click follow?
Is it? Oh?
Dog something dot something. I'm not going to say it. Give them any.
Ah,
Hang on a minute.
yeah.
Got it.
Thank you.
Fuck! I couldn't tell if it was an I or an L. Anyway.
Oh, just right click their name and then choose ban.
Oh. Ha! Yeah. I
It's
forgot about
easier
that.
than you thought.
Anyway.
Anyway, Kook.
Yeah.
Dead now.
Dead now.
So Kook is just going to try and explain. I keep going to the telepathic. This chamber, it's designed to stop the water. So yeah, I don't know what's going to make it go, but I think that's a definite possibility. So yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Right. He doesn't know how to make it sound more urgent without sounding panicky. He doesn't do that. So
Yeah.
But that's what he's got.
And then you just see like Haley flailing her arms, like, what the
Really just enough panic for both of you.
Yeah, it's like,
And Kook just keeps looking over like, calm down, you're on the right side of the door. Jeez.
oh my god! It's like all you hear is like Haley panicking and like, why aren't they coming? And I'll just like have my bow ready in case anything starts to happen, so she seems like she's like with it, but she really hasn't. She's preparing for death.
Yeah, because
Alrighty.
none of us heard what the sword was saying to Karis, right?
Yeah, only
No.
Karis would have heard that.
Gotcha. So we don't know that this is important.
Black Razor. Why do you
Mia's
keep
up.
popping up in my life?
I can't quit you.
You're lucky he's not popping up in your death.
It's truly a cursed sword. I mean,
It
I'd be really
starts-
cursed.
Yeah.
Start singing more Justin Bieber.
What's Mia
I
doing?
wouldn't even know.
All right, Mia is well. Varant did tell Mia go beat the crab up, so Mia's going to beat the crab up.
No.
Following up rules here.
Okay, then. Here comes the punch directly to the face of this this giant crab.
Oh, Ed
Oh,
lands.
damn.
Ah. I hit crab. I hit crab again.
That
Ugh.
missed.
Crab make face filled with foam.
Roll a dexterity save.
Great, I have a -1 on that for this. Oh, it's a 7.
Oh, you swing around and almost hit the wall. You're
Oh,
not
I don't
too
think he
close
has a
to it.
reach of 5 feet.
Well, he kind of stumbled as he did that.
Okay.
If you would have got less than 5, you might have stumbled into the wall.
Well, he doesn't know that. He doesn't care. He's just punching.
Alrighty. Oh,
Oop,
what
it,
we
it
skipped
double
there?
it double skipped, yeah. Thank you. All right. So you are all screaming for us to leave. So I'm going to relay that message. And I could do that also telepathically to Karis. Can I do it to Karis and to Mia at the same time? Let me double check. No, I can't. So I'm going to. I'm just going to take a few steps forward. Scream. Everyone's saying it's a trap. Let's get out of here before the trap kills us all. Come on, Mia.
Oh, you
That's as
tell
far as I can go.
Mia.
Well, I say that out loud to both of them, but I have to specifically say something to Mia, or Mia will not know I'm talking to Mia because Mia is Mia.
I forgot. Yeah.
So,
I'm hoping
Yeah.
Karis is also not a Mia.
That face of
How
his
about you,
says
Cliff?
otherwise.
What, Karis?
I said I'm a Yua, not
Oh,
a Mia.
okay.
I'm a Yua.
You're a Yua? Well, I'm a Mia, so I'm gonna go with this away.
Sure. That's it for you?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, Karis. Are you gonna
Alright, so
tell everybody
Karis.
else what the sword says, or are you gonna just ignore them and fight on?
No, not now that I heard him yelled at, I would just yell back, what do you say, wave?
Mm-hmm.
Was it wave? It was wave,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The sword says its sister is in here. So I'm gonna kill this crab and see who she is. Just kind of yell that back while I'm fighting.
All right. Good luck doing that by yourself. No one else is here.
I'm
Hi.
here.
I'm okay. But yeah, and then I'm gonna attack the crab again.
Alright.
We're on a mission.
From
Oh,
gods.
hold on. We're on a
Black
mission
Razor.
from God. We're on a mission from Black Razor.
You're on a mission from the negative energy.
On a mission from a demigod.
Oh,
Ooh. Still hits.
Oh, still hit. Jesus.
Alright.
Wow. Wow.
That's a plus 11 right there. Gotta love it.
God
That's
damn.
cray cray.
How long does that armor class bonus last on
I've been trying to find like a bardic inspiration typically lasts 10 minutes. And there's no specification in the table itself, and so I'm guessing it's like until I roll another one, or I would
Or
10
10
minutes would be a safe bet.
Alright. You are smashing it with Black Razor.
Mm-hmm.
Slicing up and dicing up.
She's looking for that family reunion. Or he.
And
Alright.
God damn.
but it's hurting.
Yeah, beat that soon.
But it's going after. It's got 2 in front of it. So I will roll a 2-sided dice. 1 is Karis, 2 is Mia. Oh, Karis. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh,
No special critical, but still a critical.
shit.
I saw that too.
Karis explodes.
Oh, shit.
48
Oh.
point damage absorbed by
Oh,
your temporary hit points. Luckily, you had those. You needed them.
Okay.
I still got 10 of them, sure.
It is an
now you-
exploding
Oh.
crab.
You are grappled.
God
As it
damn.
lifts you up into the air.
Wow.
God.
You
Got a
didn't tell
claw,
us
he
that Dungeons and
takes
Dragons
them
had Dungeness Crab.
Hey, now put me down.
Do you require assistance? Oh,
Actually, I'm going to put you right in its claw. There we go.
Yay! Immersion!
All right,
Woo.
This
everyone,
is what real gaming is.
This
Now
is
we
why
just need
I
a
hate
mini.
this.
I wish I had an aquarium still, because I would take a mini.
Yes.
Take your camera. And
All
Just go
right.
buy a crab at the Korean
Live
market.
action D&D.
Yeah.
Crabs
Regal.
were
I
my
love
favorite thing
flopping.
to have in the aquarium, except they would climb out and escape. Bad.
Ooh.
All right. So Briga is actually going to stay where she is and sort of actively hold the door open. Now,
can I call you? Can I call you? Can I call?
Mhm.
Hodor?
Yes, yes,
Oh my god.
I am become Hodor.
The series kind of died with him. It was fitting.
Oh.
Yeah. But yes, I'm going to actively hold the door open so it doesn't seal behind Karis, who is clearly staying. I can see that he's grappled, but I can't really do anything from here. Unless... No, that won't help. I can't do anything from here. So I'm just going to hold the door open and make sure everybody else gets through. So that will be the bulk of Briga's turn. So no real like movement or anything. I don't know if I need to do any rolls to hold a door open.
Not
But
unless something happens, you don't need anything.
yeah. Kind
Door
of
is-
ready to brace against it to make sure it doesn't seal.
The door is
somebody
standing
inside.
open. The door is mumbling a little and saying it's bored, but other than
She'll also relay back down the corridor toward Cook and Haley. Karis is grappled, and he says that there's the sister sword. The sword has a sister, and it's inside with he's grappled. Wait, words. Karis is grappled, and there's an important thing in. Yes.
6
Karis
seconds
is
is
grappled.
over.
Just mutters through.
All I got was Karis's sisters in the crab.
Grapple.
And I was completely distracted because my main thought was, but all doors are boards. So
The door sighs.
Yes, the adventuring group is the worst group of comedians that door has ever seen, and it is very disappointed.
You think that's
We-
bad?
Just know the door has no taste.
Exactly. But no real comedy, honestly.
This door was made at the Beetlejuice factory.
Luckily, we do not know the door's name.
Trevor.
Got an infinite probability drive.
Trevor, the door. Come on. Kook is up.
Good. I will not accidentally say Trevor 3 times. I could not possibly
One.
say Trevor 3 times.
2.
Oh,
That's all right. The door's actual name was Zaphod Beeblebrox.
That's his
wait,
brother.
I thought it was ha ha ha.
Ah, there you go.
Kook, you're standing in front of Haley, who's flailing around. You're standing behind a ways from Briga, who is blocking your view.
And stammering.
Yeah.
To put it nicely.
Some kind of combination of the words grappled, crab, sister.
So that's confusing and interesting enough to make Kook go take a closer look.
She points. Grappled.
You can see past her shoulder now, and
Yeah, he kind of nods. Okay, got it.
Don't hurt yourself.
I don't got it, but I trust.
Everyone keeps panicking, and he's not a panicky dude, so he's.
Fair enough.
But he is going to. Oh, so it's easier to look at the spell on D&D Beyond.
yes, I've noticed. Darn them.
I'm kind of surprised what different tabletop systems do well, but okay. So that's what it does. I will bust out a 3rd level Scorching Ray.
I thought you were gonna bust out the moves.
I don't
Heck
know
yeah.
the news.
Good
Okay, so attack rules. Woohoo.
What's Kook's catchphrase?
He doesn't talk.
There you go.
So I'm hearing
Silent.
it's clobbering time.
He just looks at you and shakes his head like, well, what are you expecting?
He harumphs a lot.
I'm very disappointed in you. Stab.
There's not enough harumphs anymore.
Harumph.
Oh, there's the error messages. All I had to do was
Oh,
open the spell.
I didn't get a
Yeah.
harumph from that guy.
I get those constant.
All right, check number 1.
Oh,
Ooh, Shoot.
It stayed on the 19 for so
Went
long.
down to 1.
What?
Let's all do the again.
Time warp again. Shit.
Time progresses forward for everyone, with everyone frozen in time except your target, until Avatar takes its next turn. So literally everybody is frozen. Okay.
Man, there's a waste of a 3rd level slot.
Thank you for this.
Then it's a giant until after it takes its next turn. Okay.
Yep.
Except your target.
That's
So
a
the target
suck
was
one.
him.
That sucks.
And he will
You're welcome,
squeeze
everyone. There.
Karis.
If I lose my golem from this, I swear to God.
Hey, what came from the dungeon stays in the dungeon. It was never meant to be.
Not like, oh, if we lose Karis or.
This is not the forest.
That's more of a problem.
Golem goes first.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah,
the forest. If I
No,
find
we
something in the
need to
dungeon, I
leave
take
the
it with me.
No, we need to leave the dungeon better than we found it. That's
But he was my only love.
oh fine.
It hits
Take your
you.
corpse. Oh,
Corpsa.
Hey, you still got some of that good juicy like 10 hit points, right?
Not all of them
Right.
anymore.
No?
No,
Okay.
but I'm still in the temporary zone, so
Not anymore.
I got like 10, I think.
Karis has no temporary left.
I thought I had 10. I saw
No.
10.
The claw took off. 7 partially got absorbed. The rest went through. So yeah, 10
Okay,
got
yeah, but
absorbed. 7 went through.
All
So
right.
now you're going into the real stuff now.
I thought it left me with 10. It was at 10 before.
But you just got hit.
So we're now Briga. Time is just freaked out, everybody.
I was going to say,
would
would we even have
Shit.
noticed, or would it have just
Karis
been
would
have
have.
been like a
deja
little
vu?
stutter.
I was going to say maybe Kook felt the problem in his spell.
Huh? Okay. I got nothing. I got nothing. Looking at Kuru like
You're feeling deja vu.
he grappled by a crab and said something about a sword sister. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm holding a door. I don't know what else to do.
Hold that door.
Is this it? Is it?
It's all your life revolves around now is holding that door.
This is me in this door.
Kook doesn't have the
I-
heart to tell you that if that door gets shut by whatever's going to shut it, it is just not going to be good.
Yeah.
I think it's water.
That's
A
touch.
lot of water.
Boiling water.
That's not good. That ain't gonna do it.
Could flavor the crab.
That ain't gonna do it.
Is it salty water?
Shillelagh
water.
ain't gonna speak
I've
with.
never actually made crab.
I can cast speak with animals.
I was
with
going
my
to say,
lute.
wait, are you threatening to shillelagh Kook? Did I just...
Because my lute's got spells built in. I can only do like one of the spells a day, and I'm like, okay, this feels like the right kind of time to like crack out one of these things. And like the only thing I can see applying to the situation is speak with animals, like using my lute to speak to the crab and say, hey, put my friend down, or so help me. Put that thing back.
You gonna do that?
Fuck it. Why not, right?
Why not?
Say all your other
Right.
abilities are completely random. Go for it.
Yeah. Speak with animals.
I kind of
Those are,
love
like-
this class, really. This specific type of bard.
Yeah, just random like stories and tales, and just like, I don't know, I'll try something.
So
It's
So,
something different.
Add one
Leaning like
action.
sort of back against the door, plays a tune on the lute, and then sort of like yells down the corridor like, "Hey, Put him down! That's rude! Hello?
As you do that, you suddenly hear you're understanding the click 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 sounds out of
Yeah.
its mouth, and it's going, "Must protect treasure. Must protect treasure. It tastes good too."
No! It
He's
doesn't
not
taste
wrong.
good!
He's not wrong.
There's nothing. It's just. No! He's covered in metal. That's not good. There's like no
Mm.
seasoning, nothing.
Shell, inside shell, yummy.
No! No! Inside shell, not yummy. Put him down!
Do a persuasion if you want to try.
Why not, right?
Diplomacy! Diplomacy!
Yeah.
You
Oh,
had to
you're
get
terrible.
you had to get a 20 just to get him down a little from his.
Yeah, I figured as much. But you know, I'm arguing with a crab down the corridor. This is my contribution to the combat. You're welcome.
He just thinks he's got another crab that he's trying to squeeze out the guts out.
Yeah.
I mean, Kook in the meantime just hears you speaking crab and
Click, click, click.
just
click.
kind of like, you got this. And
Thumbs up.
he backs up over here and he pulls out a notebook and a pencil and starts taking notes on what just happened when he fucked up that spell. He just invented time magic and he is taking notes. He wants to know whatever went wrong. He's going to work on this in the future. But yes, right now he's writing down all the details of what went wrong.
And
And
chronomancy comes to the world of Greyhawk.
There you go.
if you won't let me have guns, I'm at least going to have time magic.
Then you can make time guns. You can be time cop.
I still
Dr.
have
Kook.
that source book from second edition.
So do
Heck
I.
yeah. The Adventures of Time Cop, of Kook the Time Cop.
But yeah,
Good teamwork, everybody. We're
I
doing
mean,
it.
if you're gonna get a roll like that on the
Right?
critical fail table, you got to use it.
Gotta
Like,
lean in.
so
You
yeah,
gotta.
I'm sure Haley's just kind of staring at me.
Hey,
Because-
Haley saw him go and then come back like a second later, like, what the heck happened? There's like a skip there, like, oh, what happened?
And whereas I was really calm before when I ran up, now I'm all excited and writing stuff. So that's what you're seeing.
Okay, so Haley just like something about a sword sister. Oh god, and she's gonna like waddle down the hallway.
As
And
she starts to hear Briga arguing in clicky tones with Crab.
yeah, and she's gonna be like really confused, but she's gonna shakily aim her arrow at the crab, and she's gonna hope for a hit.
Me too.
Ooh.
So did you miss by 5?
I have no idea. I hope not.
Yes, you did. So the arrow goes and slams into the wall behind there. Let's see
Okay.
where it hits. Somewhere right in that area. So maybe a little over because you couldn't hit that wall.
Whoa, it almost hit
Right
me.
about there, maybe you hit the wall
All right, so
behind there.
an arrow hit a glass dome that's thick enough to hold the pressure of all this water, so it can't be that thin.
That is not what that is.
Buddy. We're totally fine. Are the effects immediate?
You see water spurting out of the hole, scalding water coming out of there right now. Yes, immediately.
Well, because I'm so far away, I don't really see anything. I just like, oh, where'd that go? And I just see it, like, And because it's so far away and I really can't see it, I'm just gonna clumsily shoot another arrow and hope for the best.
Oh, this time you
Really?
hit
Woo!
Oh, thank goodness.
for your max damage.
Woo!
Nice.
12. Yeah, and I'll just, smile and be proud of myself and then, continue panicking. Like,
All you
why are
hear
we
is
leaving?
all you hear is Mia going, "Be a punch, be a
And bring a
miss,
speaking crab, which
be a punch again."
I'm gonna give you to the count of 3.
I really can't wait till the end of this campaign.
Be a miss
because
even worse.
Roll a
I-
dexterity save.
I'm gonna rewrite this all as a script.
Amazing.
Then we can see just how dumb we've all been.
Yeah,
It'll
Amazing.
be great.
if you had a 5 or less, once again he would have
It was
spun
almost a
all
1,
over.
just so you know. It would have
I
been a
know.
That
0.
was
Would have been fine.
Well, Mia missed everything. He's punching upwards, and this thing is standing just tall enough that he's missing.
aw.
Stupid barn, stop dodging.
Variance.
All right. Variant is going to join in the ranged attack specialties that everyone else is doing. He's going to be sending out a firebolt. He's going to take a step. He's going to firebolt at the giant crab. Ah, there
It
we
hit.
go.
Hey!
Scaldingly hits him. For
All
12 points
right.
damage, hurting him bad.
Getting there. Getting there.
All right, and on that note, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You squeeze by her.
Excuse me. We are now friends, so I don't care about this. Yeah.
You gotta go underneath her arm just to get past her.
You need the bath. Bye.
Still speaking crab. Fuck off. And goes back to yelling at the crab.
You say that, and spittle comes shooting out of your mouth at my face because that's how crabs talk with foam.
And Crab's going, ow, 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 ow.
Yep.
Caddis.
Yeah, I told you.
Do the thing, Caddis.
Master told me to protect.
The master is wrong, and you are too.
Karis.
Is the sword talking at all?
The sword
We're almost
is
done here.
saying, come on, hurry up. I will put the sword right in his brain pan.
All right, let's put the sword right in his brain pan. What?
Yeah.
If you say so.
You heard it.
You're held right above its head, so yeah, if you want to.
Your sword doesn't know much, but it knows anatomy. It's especially crab anatomy.
It's Dr. Black Rosa.
I mean, Cook just earned his doctorate, so why not?
Dr. Cook.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh,
All right, this
my
is the one.
God.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I feel it.
You ready for a meal?
I feel it. I feel this energy soaring.
Is my advantage on?
I don't know. Is it?
I just clicked it, but
Is it
I don't know if I
cancelled out by
clicked
the
it
fact that
twice.
you're... No, grappling...
That just kills your
Is-
movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grappling
You
just kills your movement. You're
Yeah.
close enough to this thing that you could still swing at it and hit it.
Perfectly placed
All
to
right.
smash it right into its head.
Right now. Up, hard, kill.
Double ones.
Oh, that would have sucked.
Come on.
And
No
the
double
crab
ones.
gets all your hit points
Oh my
and
gosh.
the ability to use your sword.
Well, I guess we convinced the crab to join the party.
Ooh, almost double ones. There.
Weak.
But you kill it.
Oh, I killed it.
Hey!
Grab
you-
the chest
suddenly
and get the
feel-
hell out of there.
161 hit points fill your body.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
I also love how the tombstone is proportional to whatever you kill. So that's like
Yeah.
a giant monument.
I just think of
Yeah.
it like The Sims. There's a giant 3-story tombstone now outside of your house.
It falls on me and I lose all my hit points. Huh?
That would fit the theme. Right?
Very nicely. Yeah, it's. What is that? Granite?
Alright, well, Briga
Marble, yes.
kind of starts trying to shake away the crab language.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I told you to put him. Common. Speaking common. I speak common. I'm just looking at Haley and very like, I can speak common, right?
Were you just speaking whale? Or wow.
Yeah,
No.
that's exactly what she would say.
No.
Yeah.
I was speaking crab.
Not an aquatic ranger.
I have no
Um,
idea.
I'm not speaking crab anymore, right?
No, you're
You
speaking
can
regular.
You each get
Okay, you're
780
You're speaking
experience.
mantis prawn. It's like crab,
Nice.
but much more vulgar.
Oh, okay,
In
good.
your head, you just hear
Um,
Coot going, speaking.
Hey. And then Briga will yell down the corridor to try and like, it was protecting a treasure. You need to get it and get out. Like, get it and run.
Where's
I don't
this
know how
wave
far
you
her-
speak of? Where did she say it was? He? I keep calling her she.
The chest, he said.
Up top there.
You see a bunch of boiling water steaming right next to you, right there. Big old spurt of water coming out of the
Mia
thing.
Corpsa is leaving because Mia Corpsa was told to leave when this is done.
Yep.
Do you know if
bye-bye.
this is
Briga will
later?
like let him scooch past.
Do you know if this is trapped? I ask
Yeah,
Black
right.
Rat.
Don't know about traps. That's below my pay. That's some lower person deals with traps.
All right, well, I guess we'll just leave it here.
Oh, you're gonna play like that, are you?
Yeet that thing open.
Like,
I want
you
to
better do it.
To be honest.
You better do it, or else.
Wait. Okay. Just because
Feel your
I
mi-
do
you
it.
feel a pressure in your mind, like forcing you. You fight against it.
I'm like, no, just because I do this does not mean that I'm threatened by you. And I search for traps.
This is not that kind of relationship, Sword.
Perception?
Briga's
Or
Let me get that up in a second here.
Briga's gonna gesture to like Verint and Haley to be like, give some room.
Yeah,
so that
do a
if you have to
perception
run-
check.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sure. You notice that doesn't seem to have any need for a trap or a lock or anything. It had a giant crab and a death-defying lake protecting it.
all right, let's open it up. Can I do that? No.
And the water's starting to increase a little on the side of you
Yes,
there.
the Legend of Zelda chest opening.
As you hear the chest opening sound, it opens up and
The explosives go off.
you find
Death.
And a
pretty
grilled
much
cheese.
this picture, I think. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh,
You
that's
find
I want
gold
those
pieces.
goggles.
Design.
Lot of gold pieces and sacks, gems, um, uh, and then some goggles. What looks like a magic stone, and a trident. And you hear your sword go, "Aha! I told you she was here."
Well, hello.
You hear a voice in your mind going, in sultry kind of feminine voice, "Hi, strong man."
Hello, strong man.
Karis!
Hi, pretty looking trident.
Karis! Hurry up!
Are you a soul sucker too?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you met my brother, Black Razor. No, I'm not a soul sucker, as you say.
We need to get Karis a partner.
So do you?
Let's go find a
Somebody
boat.
can use a trident, right?
Karis!
Her voice goes,
Oh no.
"Well, do you like the sea?
The sea?
Yeah, the ocean."
It's okay. I'm more of a land guy, but
Oh, maybe someone you know. You never know. You might like it out there. Procan is my master. He would love you to become one of his followers.
who is he?
Procan. He's the god of the oceans.
God of the ocean. Kind of follow the Raven Queen at
Well,
this
you
time.
can follow more than one thing.
True.
There's water next to you that's boiling.
The water is starting to get a little bigger.
A little enthralled here.
You just hear Haley yell, "If there's any jewelry, bring it!"
Just
So can I grab everything?
Sure, I'm gonna put it in the party sheet. Give me a
take
second.
a carry and run!
Stop flirting with the cutlery and get your ass over here.
Where is
This is something special.
Yes, they all say that.
they all say?
Maybe
I'm
I should
gonna
leave
give
Black
you the
Razor here.
carry!
Alrighty, it's all in there. You know wave though, yeah. So, but you don't know what the other two things are. They're magical, and then yeah, some
Ew.
diamond, quartz, money, and a black sapphire.
So I don't have to
And,
put all this in my inventory just to take it. for
you
us
could
to-
say you're just taking the bags and
Yeah,
leaving.
okay.
Sure. Then you can split it with everybody else if you want to.
Dude!
But maybe wave.
Let's go!
The water's starting to block off your exits.
You're supposed to be able to move faster!
Where am I supposed to go? Back out where
My
I came?
ancestors blessed you with speed! Now use it!
As you get to about there, you suddenly hear a crack in the back there where that hole is, and it started filling up the water within one round. It's already there. So we're back in the rounds right now.
Come on!
Can I move
It's your
again?
round, Paris. Yeah, it's your round.
You can have haste.
Come on!
Oh yeah, hey, why don't you give me haste? I tell
Darn
her.
it!
Maybe I
I tell
will.
Black
Maybe
Razor.
I won't.
Ah!
As long as you don't talk back to me anymore, I'll give it to you.
Oh wow, he's full of sass.
Just
I'm
drop
gonna talk
it.
back to you again.
Leave him there. That'll show
Dennis,
it.
come on, come on.
I have your sister. I could just go alone with her.
Stop arguing
Sure.
with the
Hey, I'll
cutlery.
take my temporary hit points back
Ah,
proactively.
Russ!
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's
I won't talk
water.
back no more.
Boiling water is behind you.
Does it give me haste?
Sure. Use your haste.
Curse soup.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I'm not going to drag it
was
on you. You just get
Not
haste.
expecting relationship drama between a PC and a piece of equipment, but
Go.
It's a
I
double
like
There we
the
movement.
gimmick
go.
of his that the trident is like trying
Like-
to be sultry and being like, "Why don't you come and sashimi sometime?"
Come on. And then Briga lets the door close as she like follows it. Like she
Well, it's
goes
not your
this
turn.
way
It's
and then
It's Karis's
oh,
turn.
Karis's turn. Right.
Yeah. And let him pass it. The crab is dead,
Oh.
so he won't go.
Well, I'm letting all that
The
good meat go to
crab.
Then
waste.
it's Briga's turn after Karis, so pass it to
crab
Briga. Let her see
True.
if she get.
And
Did we
then
even bring butter?
You're gonna shut the door.
yeah.
Alrighty. And then after your turn, are you gonna move a little or stay right there?
Yeah, no, I'm like go. Stay on it. It's 30. She's like go.
Well, it's not anybody else's turn, so it is actually the water's turn, right? So your skin actually gets a turn.
Not skin.
And you hear it about coming toward the wall there. It hasn't quite got to it. And then it's
Ah.
Cook's turn.
Move. Go.
Cook is just like fascinated with his time travel concepts.
Hey, time stop is not on the artificer spell list, so this is important.
You only have to make the crab go 88 miles an hour.
You guys
Let's
missed
go!
all the crab meat you could have had.
Let's go.
Look, we have to find a giant cow so we can get the milk to make the butter for the crab. And don't even
Just
get
not
me
the same
started on
after their.
Don't worry,
just not the
Briga. We're
same
just
after their
waiting for
soul
our
and
turn.
sucked up.
Yeah, I know.
the soul is
Let's
half the
go!
flavor.
I'm role-playing urgency.
How dare you
Uh,
stay in character? My
So
immersion.
Cook, what are you gonna do?
Go back for crab.
Well,
He goes back,
It-
opens the
it is so
door.
tempting. Now I'm
And
ready.
that's the end of the
Yeah.
campaign.
You see a big
Hi,
rushing
everyone.
wall of water coming to you, but instead of running, you will go in and try to use your what do you have with the hand? The
Yeah, that's an option.
I can always use Maximilian's earthen grasp to earthen grasp some crab legs.
it's oily
Uh,
boiling.
So the water has not reached the door yet.
It is 5 feet, 6 feet away. Yes,
The
It's
door
not-
is
it-
closed.
literally next round.
Right.
The door
Okay.
is closed though. Yeah, but you would have an
Yeah.
interaction to open the door.
I love how you give me the opportunity to create disaster. I appreciate that.
Who, me? What?
Can
you know
open
what
the
I-
door.
It's so nice that you know what I like, Steve.
Okay.
Oh, that's more of an Akios thing, though, right?
It's kind of a theme in my characters in
Kind
general.
of a theme and all.
I'm not
It's a
gonna-
Josh theme. Let's
yeah.
just make sure it's a Josh
Yeah,
theme.
I'm a disaster player. That's
Hashtag
Yeah.
Make the
disaster
DM
Josh.
You make the DM happy sometimes, and you make the DM angry other times.
That's life, baby.
I'll just ignore that other part and say you're welcome there. Yeah, Kook has heard the water. He was kind of ignoring all the panicking, but I think the sound of the glass breaking in the water going is kind of like, oh. So he will get up and put those things away. And
Close the door so no one can get out.
away. No, okay. No, I wasn't seeing light on the other side, so it looked
Oh,
close
okay.
to me already. That was really weird.
Weird. Okay.
Your
Let me check my
floaty thing is right in the doorway.
T-
Your floating disc is angling up.
I was wondering what that was. I was gonna ask.
You left it there.
Okay. Well, actually, I think that's exactly the distance it's supposed to stay behind me anyway, so that works out.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I guess I will kind of direct it forward so it's not
In the doorway.
blocking other people, right? But yeah, then he just kind of turns around and looks like, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. And
Alrighty, it is Haley's turn.
All right, and I'm gonna like put my arms really fast and get a speed walk in. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, gotta move my map. Okay, I will chill right here and tell everyone, hurry, hurry, there's water.
Mia is not scared of water, but fire, yes.
Run. He's still gonna run because he was told to run. He wasn't told really to stop.
plus, it's really hot water, so that's kind of,
Mm.
you know.
Fire water. Wait a minute, that's a different thing.
Great barbecue place.
Where's that?
All right, there
I
we
could
go.
use a good barbecue place.
It's over by us.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cheek. There we go. It's not letting me like pass the turn like it used to.
Really?
There we go. I had to click on it like 4 or 5 times. And the same thing happened last turn.
I was having that too.
Alrighty, Karis, you hear your sword and the trident you're holding in your mind, and Black Razor goes, so almost all my siblings are back together.
There's
And
more.
then you hear Wave goes, yeah, where is your other brother? Our other brother. It's like, I think he's over in the corner of this area, over the corner of this dungeon.
Corn. There's a lot of corn.
Like, well, come on, chop chop. Don't be dawdling. Black Razor
Don't
goes to
dawdle.
Black Razor goes to Wave, goes, this guy is just such a slowpoke sometimes. I even give him haste and he's just dawdling.
Yeah, I got haste. I'm gonna run. Thanks for reminding me about the haste too, variant.
Get your ass out of there.
Well, you don't have to worry about whether anyone cares about your safety. The party
Going
will
into
not
the
leave you
water.
alone.
Oh,
We don't trust you with this sword anymore.
I'm kind of wondering
I
if it's
haven't
going to
killed
kill us
anyone
all.
I haven't killed anyone in the party yet, right?
No, it's because we need
Yes.
all 3 weapons.
Hang
Black
on.
Razor goes, well, not yet, but you can always try.
See?
Just
No,
one.
that's not nice.
Who don't you like? Who's bothered you the most? You know
You.
that Varant, he complains all the time.
Be nice.
It's too hot in here. You're here
Wouldn't
for
it be
no
nice
reason.
just to have some quiet voice?
Save that for another day.
Wow.
That was
Why is
Right.
this
my
air
thought.
too itchy?
And meanwhile, Wave goes, would you shut up, Dark Black Razor? You're always trying to make people be naughty.
You've been in a goth phase for 10,000 years. Get over it.
It's over, dude. Is Brigger?
Is it Briga's turn? Oh, Karis.
Oh,
you
I'm
done?
sorry. Yep.
No,
I'm
it's okay.
done. We're not doing anything, right? I moved my movement and
Sure. You're carrying a couple bags and a big trident as you walk by everybody.
yeah, we're safe now, right?
Well, there's
Well-
that doors that's still open behind you.
Yeah.
Relative term.
Briga
Oh my God.
did not
Knife.
close the door
Oh.
behind her, so there's one open door and then there's the closed door.
Oh, I'm fixing
Yeah.
that. Don't worry.
I'd like to
Moment
show
of
everyone what I found.
Sure, you're in only the 6 seconds, so you can't do too much.
Oh, my bad.
We're still in round.
This is the water rushing to your doom.
Yeah.
I mean,
Step up to the
no
door.
reason.
Close the door behind her. Make sure it's sealed shut. So it's 5 foot and then 10, 15. Hey. Close the door behind her. Seal it shut. Photo. Lean against it and breathe for a sec. And then sort of ask, do you think
Oh,
that
you-
$3
I took my DM out of that. Okay, give me
Oh.
a second. I
Yeah.
can't wear a
Yeah,
black
well,
on the
the-
screen because I'm like, oh, the sharing thing is all the way on the other side.
Whoops.
There we go.
Now shut the door again. No,
Now open it one more time. Just to check it.
Do you think the
It's like
$3 are gonna be enough?
You after your turn, once you're done with your whatever you want to do, you'll start hearing doors being something happening. I guess.
Should we keep moving or
I would like to
Oh.
keep moving, yes.
we'll keep moving? So she's gonna scooch. Actually, no, I think that was all her movement. Or it was very close to all her movement, so I'll leave it there.
Let us scooch.
Alright, water.
Already the water's turn. So it's splat. You hear barely through two other doors. The third door gets slammed tight as the water starts hitting it, and you hear the dungeon master have to roll a dice.
Oh.
Ooh, that door did not hold.
Yeah.
And you hear suddenly that door slam into the other door that's a little closer to you, that middle door.
Well, it's double doored now.
And now the water is hitting that one. And then since it's out of battle rounds, I'll just keep going as you guys are listening. So on that door, does it hold? Oh, yes, it holds. So the water's just filling up those areas. But the one behind is still empty. There's an air gap between you and the water still.
I think we're clear.
I think you're good. So we're out of battle rounds now.
We're good.
Racing the thingy there. Unless you guys want to go back in and get that, crab. There's a big crab in there.
I mean, let's not
No.
rule it out.
No.
Okay,
There's
no,
other
I'm gonna-
crabs we could have
So-
for dinner.
Yes. Karis, you can explain what you found. If you want to.
Do we want to chill here or do we want to rest somewhere else? Because we should find a
Eh.
place to rest.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to
think-
go
Rest would be
down
good
that
too.
side room because there was a hole that went all the way down to what I saw was lava.
Yeah. Were there places back on the other side of the water room that were good to? No, that just took us back to where the Sphinx was, wasn't it?
Yes,
mean-
but there was, you know what? This might actually be our safest spot right here.
What about the bedroom of Grumpy Lady?
That's not a bad idea. Let's go to bedroom of Grumpy Lady in. No, just not the room. Just not the room before that, because there is a hole down
No.
to what I can only
No,
assume
no.
is Avernus.
No, also, guys, I'm just impressed that you're remembering the map this well, because
There's a spinny
yeah,
tube.
get some-
Remember spinny tube?
Can someone take me there? I don't remember where that was
This
at.
way.
This way.
Oh. Okay.
There was Spinny Tube this way, and then we fought a night howler.
Oh no, I'm a door now. Hold on.
No, I just don't remember the placement of rooms or directions to them. Y'all seem to have really clear idea.
You can come with me this way. Yes, I
mean me as a player am not keeping track of this stuff very well.
Maps and cartography is just something that sticks in my brain more than anything in the world, period. If I've been to a place once, I can get back there.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
this is the right place.
Okay.
So if you'd like to come in this way, over here, Karis, if you'd like to come over this way.
Take our time.
Oh, no wonder.
Hey.
This is a good place to take a rest. I think we need to take a rest after all of that.
Yes, I would like to. I feel drained. And so does my loot.
Well, I can, if you'd like to, get everything ready here. I'm going to put my hand out and say, I can put up a tiny hut if we'd like.
Probably couldn't hurt.
Tiny hut.
Tiny hut.
I go to
Yes.
reach for the food, but then I think I remember that the food tasted bad, so I put it
Yeah, I
down.
was going to wonder if you see a whole platter of rotten food.
I know where
Actually,
we can get some crab.
can we toss the food outside before the tiny hut? I don't want to have that.
Yes,
and-
go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to this entire side of the room that I'm in is going to be tiny hut. It's going to be I believe it's going to be
Fill up the whole section.
yeah, because it's a 10-foot radius, so 10-foot radius from here to here. But after we clean it up and make sure that the bed isn't part of it, because Varent is sleeping in the bed.
Share it
Pick
at
out
least.
the husk of the werewolf lady.
Well, Varent is letting you all know as he's putting a sort of a marker around the circle of where we're going to put this as he's putting it down and going, get your stuff in here that you want to, you could fold up this this rug a little bit more, make some places to sleep around it, and
We'll rearrange some furniture. We'll make sure
Right.
there's no smell of rotting crap.
There you go. The hut's up. Unfortunately, Kook stayed on the outside of it.
yeah, Kook, don't be Gardola. Come on, join us in the hut.
One of us.
Oh wait,
Be
I didn't mean to
the
grab
hut.
me. I meant to grab me.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that
Um,
make me Gardula? I'm
No, because she was separated from everyone else and lost
Kind of wanted
lost
to go
people
between
in
squares
beds.
behind like Mia and
but
make more
he was
space.
the best hut of all.
all right,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna get rid of that.
0.
Zero is my favorite.
All right, fine.
So
Be 0
shoves
hut.
the table sort of out of
He's
the table is not in it.
Nasty adventurers.
So how long are you gonna stay in here?
I think are we long resting?
long resting. Yeah, we need a long resting.
So are you gonna do treasure first, or
We're gonna do the treasure first. Once I have it put down, I can ritually do all of all of the identifying.
Oh yeah. Alright. Let's treasure it up.
All right, I'm gonna plop one of those down there so we can see that I'm doing that.
Sure. The treasure. Are you showing the treasure there, Karis?
This is the question.
See, we got some goggles, some sapphires, some stones.
The goggles are goggles of the night.
They were goggles of a night.
There you go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh! I like
They're
Real
all-
this.
pretty.
Give you dark vision 6.
Ooh.
And if
Okay.
you already
Alright.
have dark vision, you get dark vision 120.
Okay. Does anyone not have dark vision already?
Kook does not have dark vision. Kook is a human.
Wow, you mean you noticed? Oh, wait.
You mean all the times that you've screamed, I can't see, I don't have dark vision?
It's hilarious how all the memes are about people saying, I have dark vision. No, that's not where it's at.
No, the real, yeah.
I'm blind.
When you find a stone of a cat's head with a green eye,
Ooh, we found
this is a stone of good luck, a luck stone.
Oh,
Ooh.
While this polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
ooh. So I feel like we should give the dark vision goggles to the only person who can't see in the dark.
agreed.
What is that?
Stone of good luck.
So Kook, that's for you. I think that would be.
Yeah.
Kook,
no
congratulations, you are now Owl Man.
I was wondering if I have to adjust the rest of my outfit.
Anybody
now.
wants wave, I will explain more, but it's already kind of known. But
I'm-
Yes. There is a lot of
Wave needs to convert you, though, to worship of a god of the Procon in this turn. You get a +3 bonus to attack and damage with it. It's also a trident of fish command and a weapon of warning. It also does the cap of water breathing while you hold it, and you can use it as a cube of force. And by choosing the effect instead of pressing cube sides to select. It's a smart weapon. Communicates telepathically and can understand Aquan and will read and write and speak it, and then telepathically tell you it. And has a speak with animals spell, but only aquatic animals. Loves to
So-
this is not for a variant, as he is a
sea
fire
sea chantneys as it
person. Oh, sea
sounds.
shanties?
Yeah.
So-
She desires
Boyd.
to convert mortals to the
Yeah.
worship of
Sea
Procan.
shanties.
I know. I read the sea shanties.
Bard.
I
Nostalgic
know.
attachments to the place where it's forged. It harbors a secret doubt about its own nature and purpose. For all devotion to the sea gods, fears that it was intended to bring about the particular sea god's demise. This destiny is something Wave might not be able to avert. So yes, it's got a personality. It's got a lot of things going for it.
So
Personality. Personality.
it's a. Briga wouldn't be able to fight with it very well, but it's the kind of thing that Briga would be comfortable carrying.
Cube of Force, you can't beat that.
I mean, yeah, Cube of Force is good. So, that's, I don't mind carrying it. I don't mind talking to this weapon. I don't mind learning about it, but I don't know how effective I will be at using it. And so there is somebody who would prefer to be able to use it. They can have it before me, but if nobody else wants it, then I will carry it. I already have voices in my head. What's one more?
There's always
About,
the option of throwing it in the bag of holding too.
How about Black Razor's voice in your head?
No, because the other voices in my head are the voices of dead people.
He'll
Yeah.
add more voices to your head.
I was going to say, Black Razor doesn't get along well with souls.
Yes, my head is full of souls.
Oh, he gets along fine with them.
He
really.
finds them
No, he
delicious.
doesn't.
Right.
His head's full of thousands of them.
No.
I still just can't get over, are you a soul sucker too?
Oh shit.
Great opening line there.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to
look-
share the gold pieces if that's okay with you guys.
Yep. That's fine.
You each get 200 gold pieces. There's pink diamond that is worth 5,000 gold pieces.
If I'm gonna take wave, then I'm definitely not gonna touch like the luck of nothing. Like I've already got. I'm a bard. I don't need help with ability checks.
I do kind of like the Luckstone if no one else wants it.
I'll take wave.
Okay.
I'll
no
take
one's
wave.
no one said the Luckstones other than you there, so go for it.
All right, I will
Lord.
take it.
So,
I need
Yeah.
all the luck I can get.
You got
No, I think
4
we shall-
rabbit's feet.
I think we'll call it there night unless you
That's-
want to ask the swords and the trident any questions before the end.
Doesn't she have to devote to the god now?
Yes, you do feel the need to. She's like, just praise
Yoink,
Procan's name,
Yoink.
become a follower. You can follow other things, but praise Procan.
Can I do a? I mean, we don't have to do this right now. I can do this the next time we play, but like a religion check
Yeah,
to like try to remember.
sure.
Some stuff about this particular god.
Um,
Yoink.
he's one of the ancient gods of the land.
Mhm.
He
Not to see.
is a primal god, wild and tempestuous. He can be benevolent or malevolent at turns. Generally cares nothing for humanity unless carefully propitiated. And perhaps not even then. He's the embodiment of mercurial winds and uncertain fate. He is greedy and possessive of the wealth that comes to his domain, whether from delivered offerings or sunken ships. So he's like the ocean. He doesn't really have he's
Yeah.
chaotic neutral, he doesn't really.
Oh, well, that still lines up with Briga. So
He
yeah.
believes in nature, treacherous nature.
I mean, she's a nomad. So yeah.
Merfolk worship him.
Just so that you know, it's like the attunement time would be a lot of. So I'm Briga. I'm Briga Overton. It's nice to meet you. And this is my grandmother, and this is my grandmother's grandmother, and this is my uncle for like several times removed. And this is my cousin, and this is another cousin, and this is my grandfather.
She's very.
Um,
She's like a good friend, just kind of okay, yeah, sure. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
what did they do? Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of back and forth of like, I'm going to introduce you to the voices in my head. Welcome.
Always kind of asking, did they live near the ocean?
Yeah, I mean, we travel, so
All right.
yeah.
So you can read up on it. There's all the details
Yeah,
in there, or you can go look in the DM's guide. There's a whole thing about it. It's in the DM's guide.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Um,
I'll have a read.
And so we will continue next week with. Oh, did you want to ask Black Razor anything about where the last weapon is? You were kind of bringing that up previously there.
I know. I asked him, and he was giving me a hard time. So
Well, he was kind
I'll
of
let
getting
it
to know
go.
his sister back again, but he's like, we're not too far away, but unfortunately, you're going to have to go around some corners. I think there was a turnstile that was like blocking the way to the place. That's all I remember. To where the last weapon is.
Well, there you go. Turnstile.
Whelm.
Right above the disco ballroom.
Right where you found Mia. So
It was nice to find Mia like really early on, and that was
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
you
what
could've
kind of
found-
weapon is Whelm?
Whelm's a hammer.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can anyone use a hammer?
I mean, anybody can use a hammer.
Always.
I mean, you just take it and you hammer into the what you're
As
hammering.
a weapon.
Oh,
Whelm
if
is
I had a hammer.
Whelm is unfortunately very fond of dwarves, and there's no dwarves in this book. But maybe if you have a little dwarven blood in you, or you can speak dwarven.
I mean, yeah, that's beyond Brigger completely.
Or if you're just really short.
If you're short, yes.
Look like a toad.
I can speak Dwarvish.
Well, there you go. Maybe you need a hammer.
I'm 5'2", so that's like 3 inches from legal, I think.
I actually grew up around dwarves, so
There you go.
You
Alrighty,
got an
I'm
in.
gonna hit the stop streaming here, and we will hopefully be back next week, everybody. Thanks for
yeah.
watching.